o'clock then. It's time for a brand new launch of a brand new one-day special. Now, we're going to the farmyard, but before we go to the farmyard, I'm going to hand over to the lovely Leonie and I'm going to David Brent out.
Oh, if she David Brent's out, I'll have to David Brent in. Fabulous. See, she were going to do something special. She did. She upped that one, she did. Thank you, our lovely Alex, for your David Brenton. Now, this is a brand new one-day special. It is the mighty Bapasha. She's such an incredible artist. I love Bapasha because her imagination. I love her imagination. And it's a bit of a Bapasha signature thing, the way she puts the writing and she kind of hides it within the images. It's so cool, and it makes you start looking into those images to sort of, it's almost like subliminal messaging within there. Absolutely fabulous. Now, this collection, I mean, down the farm, however, it's Bapasha. So it's not your regular farmyard, okay? This is not your regular farmyard. On Bapasha's farm, you have absolutely got animals with a difference. Let me just, I don't know, can I or can't I? Yes, I can. There's a picture while I sort it out, but it's sorted, done it. OK, let me take you through what you're going to get. So, first of all, you have got the big A4 stamp set. Now, on this stamp set, we have got, and this is fabulous, because straight away, you've got your different image. You've got your cow, but he's got a cheeky little pipe going on. Of course he has. Of course he has. So he's got his little pipe. You've got beautiful florals, which are so handy. The duck, he is my favourite. I'm not going to lie to all of them. He's lovely. The duck, hello. Hello, did I quack you up? It says on that one. Fabulous. You've then got a beautiful florals, and I love the little signpost at the bottom. That's such a nice stamp. So that's your first stamp set. That is an A4 stamp. Now, if you just wanted to go for that, you have got that choice, £24.99. That's sat at the bottom of your screen there for you. The next one is your A5 stamp set. Now, with this one, I love this. Straight away, I really like the kind of alphabet one with the little egg, and it's got cock-a-doodle-doo on it, which is lovely. But then look at the hen. The hen is magnificent, because have you seen its boots? And this is what I'm talking about. Bapasha's farm is different. I mean, her hen has got cool boots. You've got the lovely little eggs there, but then your gorgeous little chickens at the bottom. Drink coffee and raise chickens, it says, which is just fabulous, quite frankly. Yes, that sounds amazing. So you've got your little chickens. We've got our, now this next one, honestly, he has got attitude, hasn't he? That is your mountain goat. Look at that. I mean, you would not want to cross him. I reckon he's your security on your farmyard, quite frankly, because honestly, that would make me run away. Now, that is advice from a mountain goat. Run. I think that is absolutely fabulous and beautifully drawn. I mean, she's such a good artist, absolutely incredible. Shall I show you the actual? Oh, and then of course we've got the last one. I nearly forgot the last one. And these are lovely because it's a different type of stamp, because what you've got your milk there, and then you've got your beautiful sacks, your organic porridge, I do believe, in there. But I love them because it is a different stamp. If I hold that up for you, you can see that the kind of more, almost a photorealistic stamp, which is different for Bapasha, actually. She did some in the last collection, but it's really nice to have that different look, and they stamp beautifully. They come out so well to these. I mean, you can see all the, the texture in the Hessian. You can see all the shading within the box there. I'll show you those as well so you can see the size of the stamps. And as ever, it's the detail. I mean, you've so much going on, not just the main image. You've got the sentiments going through. You've got all those little extras that Bapasha gives us, which obviously you can use in so many ways. And the A4 stamp, now when you look at these, see, these are good size stamps. I mean, that is a big stamp, is our little moo cow at the top there. Our fabulous duck, my favourite. I love him. Then the flowers, you see, these are big size stamps. And that signpost is a really good size as well. Now, not only do you get all your stamps, and you've got a lot of stamps in this collection, you're also getting, which is ridiculously handy, your acrylic block. It is your A5 acrylic block. I really like the AALL Create acrylic blocks because they're really lightweight. They're a thin acrylic block, so it means they're easy to handle, and they don't put too much weight on your stamp. Finished samples. Can you see that chopping board with a hen on it? How cool is that? That has been done with pyrography. That is a wonderful jaw rise. Jaw, that is sensational. Doesn't he look good? So she's obviously stamped on it and then burnt it into the wood. If you are making things to sell, that is genius because it's so different. I love his little skinny legs at the bottom. How cute are they? But next to it, the little wash bag. I mean, that's ace, isn't it? The duck, and beautifully coloured in. Absolutely beautiful. His attitude is fabulous. I love that. I think it's magnificent. Now, obviously, you're combining them with the flowers. The beautiful little hen there that you see has got one of the flowers. The milk carton, and as you can tell, really different is that image. Again, it's beautifully coloured in is that one. And I love this. That is just genius. Look at him. He's there, ready for his Christmas. Isn't that cool? Jo has Christmased him up. I love that. And I love that she's given him his hair, his ginger hair, so he looks like a Highland cattle. You know, doesn't it? That's what it reminds me of. I just think that's magnificent. The goat. I love the goat. Or the mountain goat. Now, good grief. Right, the goat individually has sold out individual. The only way you can get hold of our lovely goat now is part of the one-day special, and he has proper attitude, does that? But he looks quite smiley though, doesn't he? Smiley while he like clunks his feet at you and tells you to go away. Now, the flowers. This is obviously we're going down to the farmyard, but of course you can do what you want with these. You don't have to use the farm animals as Jo's done there, just using the beautiful florals. The little chicks are adorable, and that is so easy because that is literally the beautiful background stencils and then just the little chicks, just colouring it in. So you can make some really quick and easy cards with this collection. It's one of those you don't have to go to town with because they are really beautiful big images. Now, if you do want to go for these, I'll show you the rest at finished samples after actually, and then you can every hour you can see more goodness. Now, if you do want this is your one-day special. You're saving £7. You've also got, of course, a flexi on this one. So today you could just pay £32.98 and get the whole collection delivered. However, Freedom members, better for you. Freedom members, you don't pay any postage and you are saving Freedom members £13.59. That is amazing. And of course, the cost is spread over 2 months, just £29.68, so under £30 today for that full collection. How much is the big A4 stamp on its own? See, £24.99 for the big one on its own. So that's like you're bigger than a little one that you're paying on the first payment, isn't it? Yeah, this is such a good price and fantastic images from Bapasha. If you would like this brand new one-day special, 681-837 is your item number. Now, we're going to quickly show you some of the other goodies that we've got on the show. Some of these you might have seen before, some you might not have. And the thing is with these, because they're sort of one of the older stamp sets within the collection, I love this going back to some of the old ones and revising them, because sometimes you miss out on these, and this will go beautifully with this collection. I really like this stamp. The detail in this is sensational. So you have got, and this is one long stamp. First of all, you've got that lovely little farmhouse. So obviously it goes perfectly, absolutely perfectly. You've got the beautiful birds there. I love that she's put that fantastic paper clip in it. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of lovely little random elements. She's got a little grocery list there. The bread, the egg, and the cereals. You've got your little bird's nest. I just think that is beautiful. I dream of, see, and this is it. You have to sort of look into that one. Something walls, thingy paint, and tile, farmhouse sinks and barn doors. I can get that. But this is what she does. She hides the sentiment within the stamp. Honestly, it's quite fabulous. You're not really meant to try and... It doesn't matter that you can't read it. It's just part of the image. But that, you can see how big the actual stamp is. I mean, it's just such a nice stamp. Now, if you do want to get hold of that, it's only £9.99, and it's a huge stamp, really beautiful, and it sits hand in hand with the one-day special. And because it's Papasha, it merges gorgeous with the artwork. 023226. Now, another one that you might not have seen, and another one of Papasha's, another one that was released ages ago now. It's 144, number 144. And what you've got on this one, that beautiful vine, the detail is exquisite. It's such a beautiful stamp. And I love with this one, what she's done, when you see, she's like hidden little light bulbs in it. Can you see? I mean, I just think that's so quirky and fabulous. So she's got the gorgeous florals. She's got the vine with all the leaves on there. But then, yeah, she's hidden those little light bulbs, which it's just so, so different and so unique. And again, really, really beautiful to work with. You don't need to pick all of it out because there's a lot of detail in there. You might just be picking one of those little elements. Now, £9.99 again, 740698, your item number. Now, next we've got for you, and I like this stamp set. This is lovely. And again, it goes really, really well. Now, you've got 5 stamps in here. This is your botanicals. And at the bottom, you can see that looks like the gorgeous little farmhouse, or it looks like a version of, maybe the back of the farmhouse. Do you know what I mean? You've got the beautiful leaves in this one. The leaves are lovely. And again, this just helps you build up backgrounds. It works so well with the vine. It works with your farmhouse collection that we've got today. Literally goes hand in hand. And of course, with something like this, because you've got that many different elements, like the gorgeous little mushroom there, you'll use this for with other collections. And I mean, look at that bottom one. That bottom one is ace. It's so ridiculously detailed. Isn't that cool? Because you can see the little mushrooms and the toasters. I adore that. I just think it's so quirky. And if I just slip the real stamp in, and you can really see the detail of that image. Ridiculous, isn't it? So, so fine. Now, if you would love to get hold of that for £9.99, saving £2 there, 001221 is your item number. Now, next, and I love this one. This is such a cool stamp set. For starters, you've got all your fantastic numbers. The stamps like this are just handy because, again, you're picking elements out. Now, that is one full, let me get the paper, that is one full stamp. That is a huge stamp, but you don't have to use the full thing. You can literally just pick elements out. I really like that one. That's one you'll use again and again. But to match our wonderful collection that we've got today, again, that goes hand in hand. You've got that beautiful sort of wooden notice board, the lovely little light, the beauty around and within us, a joyous day. I just think that's gorgeous. And then that at the bottom, that beautiful kind of old gate post. Oh, I'd love that image. And again, if I just slip that in, look at the detail of that. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And it is the way these match with the images that we've got today. £15.98 is your price. You're saving £8 on that bundle, which is really good. And again, these might be stamps you haven't seen yet, you know, because you can't see apps well. Maybe you can, maybe if you're Janet. But actually seeing all the stamps, it is quite tricky because obviously these might have only been seen once. So if you have missed these, please make sure you get hold of that fantastic price, 435288. Now, one last one, and this is a cracker. These are your beautiful background stamps. I really like these. They're so handy. So you've got, and again, these are full stamps. That is a full stamp. The detail is amazing. And again, it's another one where you've got the you've got the sentiments in there as well as the wonderful blocks. Honestly, they're well cooler, these. You've got the squares and you've got the circles, which again is a full stamp. Now, you've got another £8 saving. And they're cracking because obviously with something like that, it just makes the best background and easy to use those ones. 872338, your item number. Now, we've got a lot on the website. Please have a little look-see. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be getting more of these out, so you'll be able to see some of the other collections that we've got for you. But if there's anything you want, check your baskets out. We've got lots of different sizes, lots of different finishes. And of course, it's all in Create, so therefore loads and loads of different designers as well. If there's anything you want, please check your baskets out. If you've got some of these gorgeous images already and you want to share your photographs, we would love to see what you've been doing as ever. Always loving seeing what you've been doing. So please do email in and share with us, because that's always lovely. If you have any questions, email in. Otherwise, let's crack on with some demonstrations. What? That's the big bundle. Okay, that big bundle, 20% of the stock has already gone. Remember, brand new from Bapasha, incredible images, different. And I think that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, Farmyard, it's one of those that you might have thought, oh, you know, I've got Farmyard, I've seen Farmyard. Not like Bapasha, you haven't. I mean, her imagination is fabulous. It's fabulous. I mean, the chicken in the boots, best image ever, quite frankly, it says, and that gorgeous little duck, beautiful. If you do want anyone and any of these, please, you know what to do. Right, shall we get cracking? So all I'm going to do really, really quickly is show you the quality of the images before I get on to actually doing the demonstration. And actually, you see, we saw a card there that was really, really simple, and that's the beautiful thing about these. You can create some really easy cards, like if you wanted to, like, and simple toppers. First of all, we've got the little duckies on here. So taking the gorgeous little duckies, got my cardstock, which is of course pink frog cardstock. I'm going to bob that just at the bottom there. I'm using my VersaFine Clear. Now, the VersaFine Clear, it is my ink pad of choice at the moment. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. But it'll give me a nice print. It'll dry permanent, but also I've made sure it's nice and juicy. But look at that print. I mean, it is perfect, absolutely perfect. So you've got your little ducks, gorgeous. You've also got, let me just spin this round. And this one, I'm not going to do out fancy with this. I just want to show you can do, I've gone off piece because I've got my demo ready, and then I'm going off piece as per. But I wanted to show you how easy it is to create something quick, you know, like just a quick kind of topper, if you will. Because I think this is it sometimes. We get carried away creating all these incredible masterpieces, but sometimes we haven't got time to do that. So we need something, I mean, my life. So you need something nice and quick and easy, but that looks cool. This will give you that. I'm taking that one stamp half there, the other half there. Because that one stamp has got so much detail on it, it allows a tiny little stamp. It allows you to create two completely different looks. I love that. It also extends that image. You have a lot of stamps in here that will allow you to extend your images. And especially if you start bringing in some of the other stamps from the other collections, you really can expand that image. I mean, you can do all sorts. I must admit, I have dug out as well. It might be tomorrow, but it might be tonight. You know the accessories that Bapasha did for the cat? Oh my gosh, aren't these going to go well with this set? It's like, oh yeah, that was some of my, I think the cow, I think she's going to have a little hat on, I reckon. But that's for another day, might be for tomorrow. Now, the goat. This is cracking because when you look at that image, with your mountain goats. Not only have you got your gorgeous mountain goat, but you've got all of this. And all of this is really nice to use just as little, you know, as little added elements. And I really, that's always been one of the things I love about AALL Create stamps, that it's not just the main image. You know, you're able to get all these tiny little extras, and those extras allow you to fill a page. So literally now, just dotting those, I mean, look at that. It's so quick and easy to actually create something that looks cool. The words, taking the little words. And again, I'm not worried that I'm not actually reading those words. It's just print and I'm after. So just creating a full frame with this one. Like so. See, I wonder what it does say. Honestly, every time you do try and work out what she's written, every time. She could put anything in there sometimes, I think, and I wouldn't have a clue. And then one day I'll be like, oh my gosh, it says this. I don't think she has done anything cheeky. There. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I think that looks really cute. I'm not going to take any... Oh, shall I put some... Maybe a little bit round top. See, I'm not going to do that, she says, and then immediately change my mind. Immediately. Let me just move my my actual demonstration piece that I'd prepped, and now I'm ignoring. Because what I'm going to do is just take... So, because I have decided I want stuff around the top, look at your other stamps. Your other stamps, as ever, will give you a lot of extra elements. So... I'm not looking at the main element. I'm not looking at the flowers now. I'm just looking at all the other little elements. So I'm looking at that beautiful, the numbers there, the little splodges. See, stamps like this are just ridiculously handy. So take the little splodges like that. The splodges are super, super handy. You've got on this one, you've got the words, but again, little splodgy marks down at the bottom. And all I'm doing is I'm inking, but then just putting pressure exactly where I want the stamp, where, you know, the image that I want to transfer, that's where I'm putting pressure, like so. Right, that's enough, because I might, I don't want to overdo it. Don't over-egg it. Right, so let's go for it. So we've got a really quick topper, but it's a colouring in that will make this pop. It'll bring it all to life. So to actually colour this in, let's go. We will go the chicks. We're going to go yellow. I mean, I know it's a little bit obvious, but let's just be obvious with those little chicks. Now, I am using, as I say, it is my Pink Frog cardstock, so I know it's water-based, so I know it's going to be fine. I'm just hoping my ink has dried enough for me to put this colour on. But my lovely little chicks, look at them. So they have to be lovely and fluffy and yellow and adorable, don't they? Because it's absolutely the rules when we talk about these. And I just wanted to do something quick but that's effective, because I think with something like this you can absolutely do that. So I'm going to get that beautiful sort of golden yellow and mix that in as well, like so. So it's not all just bright yellow, because that other one's quite a bright lemony yellow. And there's his little beak. Aren't they cute? See, she's such a good artist. The amount of detail in there as well is phenomenal. Like, you've got all the little marks there. So you've got a lot of shading done for you, which again really allows you to make the colouring in simple, quite frankly. So adding a little bit more colour there. And then I'm just hoping I'm using right pens. Yeah, I am. I picked up my pens. Sometimes it's one of those, isn't it? You pick up your pens and then think, oh, lovely Jo Rice. Hiya, Jo. Oh, she said, always lovely to see me. Jo, it's always lovely to see your creations. She said she's had a lovely time making all these beautiful samples. And she said, who wouldn't? I tell you what, Jo, your samples are amazing. I mean, the imagination that's gone into your work, it's just sensational. Thank you so much. And it's so nice seeing what the team do, because obviously seeing somebody else's work, somebody else's inspiration, it's always so inspiring. And it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think of that. And it's ace, isn't it? It's ace. Again, have a look on AALL Create Fanatics page, because all the wonderful designers, they do share the work. All the design team share the work, so you'll be the person who forgets to share the work is this one here. I'm really bad, and I do apologise for that. I forget. I forget all sorts, though, don't I? I mean, I'm struggling with day to day. Literally today I've really struggled with knowing what day it is. I've really struggled, but anyway, by and by. So yes, it's, you know, one of them. But if you do have a little look, see, because there's so much inspiration and it's amazing. Now, I put a bit of orange and a tiny bit of red on that beak just to intensify the colour there. See, they are super, super easy to colour in. Like so. And I love it because they just pop front page now, don't they? They're absolutely adorable. Let's give them nice little orange feet as well, like so. So they've got a tiny little orange feet. And again, it's super shaded. So you don't actually need to think too much about your colouring in. Because of that shading in there, it really, really works. It really helps you. It really helps you build up colour easy and quickly. Now, the lovely little eggs, because we've got eggs in this picture, I'm going to do the eggs a nice blue, a nice duck egg blue, because duck egg blue. Oh, lovely Tracy. Oh, Tracy Evans, our lovely Tracy, keeping us company virtually. Thank you ever so much. Oh, she's having a brew, watching telly and having a brew. Tracy, lovely to hear from you, and lovely to see you yesterday as well. It was real nice. Was that yesterday? It would have been yesterday. It was only yesterday, Tracy. Who knew? This is why I'm confused. I have no idea. Right, so I'm just bringing a bit more blue in. Now, the reason I'm putting it on the mat is because that's already wet. If I went straight in with my pen into the wet card, it'd sink straight into the wet card and it kind of just stain it. I wouldn't be able to get any movement on it. So that's why you scribble on there first and then go on to the card. The pens I'm using are the Staedtler ones, which we did have on TV just the other day. Not sure if they're still on website, but we did have them on TV just the other day. There we go. I like that. I think that looks really pretty. And then all we're going to do is let's start building up some of that gorgeous background. Now, again, I don't want to go mad on this. I want this image to be the one that pops. To make it pop a little bit more, we'll go grey around the outside just to give us that drop shadow. And I hope at home you don't mind me doing a simple one. Actually, what I'm going to do first is, just because I really wanted to. Right, what I'm going to do is just get my mat. So I just decided I'd like a little bit of splodgy stuff going on there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of, this is your speckled egg. Hey, oh goes. So cheeky bit of speckled egg. And I'm going to do it like so. And then absolutely planned it. I mean, I didn't, did I? I went absolutely off piste. There we go. See, and just picking up a little bit round the edges and being careful where I put the card. I'm not putting the card in the centre there. I mean, if it goes in the centre, it's not the end of the world. We can absolutely do something about that. But if you keep a little bit of control, it just helps where you're putting that ink. That ink I'm not going to waste, obviously, because it's me. So I'll pick that up with a spare bit of card that I've got knocking about, like so. Okay, bob that to one side, clean that layers, and then, see, I like that. I think that looks really nice. Oh, I picked up my thingy doodah, what's it? And I don't know what I've done with it since I picked it up. My kitchen roll. I literally brought some kitchen roll in with me, but I put it in the car, but I don't know what I did with it after that. Oh, is it? Thank you, love. Oh, don't worry, Dougie, I'll get it later. No, Doug, don't call you Dougie. I get with two. Anyway, don't need to babble on about that. Make sure I get the right Doug. Okay, I actually like that. I'll just bring in a tiny bit more colour, because I'm actually quite happy with that. But I just want to bring in a tiny bit of a brown into this one. And I kind of like the green as well. I might bring a little bit of peel paint into it as well, because it's a farmyardy one. So you want kind of, you know, your nice farmyardy colours. And I think a nice brown around the outside would look quite nice. It would warm the image as well, which looks quite cool. Oh, thanks, Doug. See, you can see there, it started just to bring that image in. Now, when you look at that, see, I'm happy with that. I like my lovely little chicks. Now, A, it's quick. B, it looks like there's a lot going on. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like that has only taken us, however, sorry, I didn't like that brown there. That doesn't look like it's only taken however long it's taken, 10 minutes or whatever that were, because there's a lot in the stamp. And that's the thing, isn't it? If you don't like it, it's distress. You can lift it back out again, which is fabulous, especially on this cardstock. It allows you to lift it out. So I've got the brown there. Let's bring in, I'm just going to bring in the grey, do a drop shadow, and then I'm done with this. I'm happy with it now. There's my grey. So taking my grey. I'm using a pen. You might want to use a pen. You could use, if you wanted to, you could use your pencils. So if you have bought some pencils, then you might want to go around with your pencil. Even just your normal graphite pencils, you can create some beautiful tones and drop shadows with them. But I'm just going around with the pen to create that drop shadow. You might want to pop a little bit of shading underneath, and that will give them a bit of grounding. So ground your little chicks, like so. And then just going round like that. I'll be a bit quicker. Like that. Obviously this is a watercolour pen, or water soluble. So it means if I want to soften that line, I can do that. So if I go in then, so where you've got, you know where that sort of hard edge is at the end of the line? At the end of the line. If you want to go in and soften that, just take your water brush again, make sure it hasn't got the other colour on, and then just soften that line a little bit, just by going around the edge of it. And you've still got your drop shadow, but it means you haven't got that hard edge. So it looks more natural. It's definitely worth doing, because it does make a difference. It just doesn't look as obvious, and because I've gone for a nice light grey as well, it sort of sinks into the background and looks really quite pretty. There. Okay, just do that one, and then just do that line. Let me have a look. Am I happy with my little chicks? I think I am. See now, have a look at that. Now, obviously, that would be gorgeous for a card. What I'll do, because I've got one of my lovely little planners, whatever it is, one of my lovely little books behind me, I would be able to take one of my journals and bob it into a journal, which I'm going to do. Look at that. As soon as it hits black, go around the edge, as usual, with this. Now, for a quick and easy card, which that could be, how cute is that? It's such a lovely image. It's one of those that, and I love the hello. I think that is so cute. You could, if you wanted to, with the hello, you could stamp it again and actually cut that out and raise the hello if you wanted to. So if you wanted dimension, but I'm really happy with that. I just think it looks cute. I think it's so simple, but there's so much going on. It makes it look really, really layered. And I think when you are after a quick and easy card, but looks effective, that is a fantastic image. If you would like to get hold of that, remember it is part of your one-day special. You can get your little chicks separately if you wanted them. Little chicks. Or imagine them in your little hands. But please make sure you check your baskets out, because they are part of your one-day special. Right, our lovely Alex is going to give you a quick recap. I'll actually get ready and do my proper demonstration next. Over to you, Alex. Are you David Brent? So
what I'm doing this evening. I thank you. Right, one day special time. We are talking very, very, very busy indeed. So this is Bipasha's latest release. We are over 20% of the stock gone on this fantastic collection. See, what I like, just as Leonie's been saying, is how much detail she puts into it. And the more you look, the more you see with all of these fantastic images. So let's quickly run through again the stamps that we've got here. So first off, we've got the big stamp set, the A4 stamp set. Now, if you do happen to want this individually, we've still got it. It is at the bottom of your screen. It's £24.99. Your farmyard friends, 6 stamps in total. So you've got the fabulous cow. Look, you could draw eyelashes on if you wanted to, couldn't you? All of that wonderful writing that's there. You've got our lovely duck. See, he looks like, to me, he's wearing a monocle.
Yeah. Yeah,
I like that a lot.
I like that.
So it's very, very, so he's a professor, don't you know? I don't know what in, but never mind. And then you've also got, I love the fact that you've also got the sign that you could personalise. You could put something, whatever you fancy, into it. Then moving along, here's the next one, bear with me. A 5 stamp set. Here we go. So this is the Feathered Friend. Now, the little chicks are absolutely adorable. How realistic do they look? And look at all the shading that Bipasha's popped in, so that if you're not confident with your colouring, don't worry about it, because she's popped that shading in, so then you go, okay, maybe that can do with a slightly, let's say you're going with yellow, slightly deeper yellow to get that lightened shade. Totally with Leonie on this one. The boots on the hen are amazing. Like, now, you could say that this is a serious walking chick, walking hen. However, I am going grunge. This hen is going to an indie grunge nightclub. That is where she's going. Again, you've also got some eggs in there. Amazing. Then we have got, I really like this because then it goes, I mean, look at that, the serious shading on this one with the milk cartons, and then you've also got those food bags, look, organic. I mean, this is surely Leonie, you must love this one. That's going to have to be almond milk, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, that's what it is. And then last but not least, well, we do have the acrylic block as well. Here he is. Now, he is also, let me turn this around, sorry. He is also a fantastic character. His face, he looks, I'm totally with you, he's a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He's going with the hen to the grunge nightclub and he's going to make sure she's protected.
Oh.
That's, yeah, you feel safe in his presence. That's what you've got. He's really like, I mean, you wouldn't mess with those horns, would you? No. Don't forget, you've also, I mean, I know I'm wafting this about and you can't see it, but anyway, you've got your A5 acrylic block. There you go. So it's absolutely handy to have. Let's do a few samples for you, but remember, 20% of this brand new launch has gone. This one is by Philippa, and she's done that lovely pink background. And then with the cartons, she's just touched it up with a tiny little bit of, let's say, duck egg. And then here is another one by Philippa. Yeah, he holds his own, yeah? Doesn't need anything else. Here's Professor. This one's by Joe Rice. Our Professor Duck. Professor Duck, apparently. Here's another one. This one's by Philippa. Again, loving using the glossy accents. Hello, duck. There you go. That's on the signpost. Oh, look at our little chickies, chicks. There we go. This is another one by Philippa. Beautiful. So just that splashy background. Well, not splashy, but inked background. And then our lovely chicks. And then I'll do one more before, oh no, 2 more, before I hand back to Leonie. This one's by Philippa. And again, look at that. Now, this to me, now they're turned into sneakers. Oh, yeah. Olympic champion hen. And then last but not least, this one is by Debbie. And, oh, do you know what? I hadn't even spotted. He's got a pipe. Oh, she, he, whichever, has got a pipe in their mouth. That is so cool, isn't it? Blowing bubbles as well. There you go. Right, £7 saving if you would like to go for this. But of course, we've got this on FlexiBuy for you. It does also have a freedom discount, which is always good. So you're saving £13.59 and it's on FlexiBuy. 681837 is your item number, and it's 2 payments of £29.68 if you remember. Something else that you might want to add to your baskets? Oh, right, the farmhouse tales. Now, obviously, this is going to work hand in hand. Now, with the one-day special, because your Flexi Buy basket is opened up, then really for your first instalment, it's just £5, actually. And your item number is 023226. You can call us on the usual number, or, of course, you can go to thecraftstore.com.
Hurrah! We like that. That makes us giggle, thank you. Okay, next, let's play. So what I'm going to do, I decided, okay, because I've moved house, and of course when you move house you realise just how much paper you've got. So I've decided, I've got a bit obsessive with all my old craft paper. I have got some beautiful papers, but I thought I wanted to use some of my papers with this collection. So you're going to see within the one-day special demonstrations, you're going to see a fair bit of paper. It's going to be my obsession. This is a warning. So yeah, so I don't know where I got the paper from. This will probably be about 10 years old. So, you know, if you find it, it'll be a miracle, but raid your stash. So what I'm going to do, first of all, let's get a background. The background, I'm going to use that beautiful long farmhouse stamp because this is perfect for backgrounds. I should have dug our colouring in instead of digging out my ink pad because I want a brown in this. I don't want it really dark, so I'm going to go for fallen leaves for the background because I don't want it in black. I wanted a brown just for the variation of it. Now, I adore this. As soon as you start inking it up, the stamp just comes to life, doesn't it? You know, you see all that incredible detail, and this is sensational. You have so much detail here. The beautiful little birdies. You know, she's got all the lovely little scribbles and her splats. I love the farmhouse because they've got a really nice little stairs there. It's like, you know, it's quite posh for a little old shed, is that? So what we're doing is, let's stamp this. So this is, as I said, this is just going to be my background on here. So I'm bobbing it kind of down here-ish, like so, and squidging that on. Now, you could use your stamping platform if you prefer, because this is a big one. However, I am using my acrylic block from AALL Create. This is the one that has been designed for your border stamps. And the lovely thing is it does allow me to lift that up and put pressure on. Remember, in your one-day special, you are getting an acrylic block. It is the A5 one. And that is such a nice image. Absolutely love it. I'm not colouring that image in because it's a background. Now, if you do want to get hold of this stamp, it is on the screen there for you. Remember, £9.99 is your price for that one. And it's just perfect. Your beautiful farmhouse one. It goes so well with this collection. But Basha must have planned this collection years ago then, because that's an older one, is that one? Funny, isn't it? I suppose this is the thing, though. You know, you sort of revise things that you thought of before and stuff like that. Now, what I'm going to do is just start bringing some ink into this one, going in from the edge as ever, because I want it to be a little bit distressed. I probably should have done it first, but I am going to start sort of scrubbing this up a little bit so it's even more distressed in a second, but just putting a little bit of colour on before I start scrunching up my edges of the paper. It's nice to use decorative paper for a change because it's just a change, you know, and it is nice to go through your stash because I bet you're like me. I bet you've got tons of beautiful papers and eventually you need to use them. And I am terrible sometimes. I'm getting better, but at cutting papers up, I used to be really bad. That I didn't want to cut them up, but I am better these days. I really try and encourage people, and this is all part of that. And it's quite nice. It's like I've actually managed to cut a paper up. It feels, I mean, some people will just think, what are you talking about, woman? You're having issues cutting a bit of paper up. But it's true. It's nice being here because I know people watching at home will be exactly the same and be like, yeah, we're in that boat. Right, scrunch it and get it ratted up with your scissors, for want of a better word. Ratted up. I don't think that's an expression that we really want to go for. There's probably a better expression. I kind of like on this one, when I'm sort of ripping the paper, I kind of like that. I like that, you know, the super distressed look on this. Some people can't be doing with that, but on sometimes it's a bit much, you know, but on this one, I like it. Because it is our little old farmhouse. So that lovely sort of finish. Again, this one will go in an art journal. And I do like doing that as well with my art journals. I like doing things that I can then stick into the journal. You know, not just working directly in the journal. It's quite nice, is that? Because especially if you've got one with the black pages, it looks really beautiful because it just stands out so well. There we go, scrunching that up. Scrudging, that's another word as well, isn't it? 2 words, new words in 1 hour. Boom. Right, I'm just going to get this, I'm dampening it because if you dampen the edge of your papers, you can start to, I'm going to get it with my fingers, you can start to manipulate it better. So although I've scratched it with my scissors, then the water will help. Just get it with my hand. The water will help you sort of manipulate it and make it even scraggier, like this. I'm spending a lot of time on scragging paper. I am going to stop, I promise, because I'm getting a bit obsessive. Walk away, Leonie, from being obsessive with scrapping paper. Okay, just walk away. Okay, so that's my lovely little scratchy background. Stop it. Stop. Okay, so what I've done, and I'll stamp him out. I've already stamped him out and cut him out, but I will stamp him again. We had to use the hen in the boots. The hen in the boots is sensational. It's such a phenomenal image. I've never seen anything like him. He's so cool. Where's our little hen? Here he is. And I think, yeah, a grungy hen. I think he looks proper grungy. It's just one of them, innit? It's like, yeah, he's going to the festival. Either that or obviously he's working on farm. Maybe that's it. Maybe he does actually work on the farm and he's just trudging round. Where did I put my black ink pad? But I don't know where I put it. I'll stamp him in brown because I don't know where I put my black ink pad. So look at this image, and as ever, it's not just the main image. Bapashas give you so many extra little elements. You've got the circle there. I mean, if you wanted to, so with this one, isn't it fabulous? If you wanted to, you could then take your little chicken, cut it out and just mat and layer the little chicken up, you know, which would look really, really cool. It's such a different image. It's one of those, like if I was making a really quick card. So say you take that, and I'm going off my piece again, but take this one as well. That background again. Now, this background is super busy. If you do want to get hold of your gorgeous farmhouse, please check your baskets out. Almost a third of the stock has gone. I tell you what, I should have, oh, it don't matter. I'll do this for a second. But just taking that little bit there, like this, pop it here. And the lovely thing is, if you are, and this is me going off piste again, but look, if you do this, and although it looks like a right mess, you know, it's like, oh, but then when you pop that over the top, it really works, you know, because it's all going on down there. But because you're matte and layering that, once you put your drop shadow on it, it'd really work. So you don't have to, if you're matting and layering something on, you don't need to worry about masking off. It absolutely layers beautiful. And this is the thing, Bapasha, because she's given us so many stamps that work together, they're perfect for matting and layering. It all just goes. Now, that 1 day special, sorry, I'm rummaging, a quarter of the stock has gone. Remember, this is brand new from Bapasha. Absolutely incredible. And the detail in these, they're just so different and unique. Obviously, this is your 1 day special, so please make sure you check your baskets out. It is a limited offer. That price and the fact that you can split the payments up over 2 months is fantastic. And do remember, you have got that acrylic block as well. Those acrylic blocks, you can't have too many. I don't know how I've done it, but tonight I've actually managed to find, I think, my full set. First time I've ever done that. And I'm very, very chuffed because they are really, really super handy, those acrylic blocks. But you need a few of them because, look, you put them down and then you can't see them at all. This is why I lose mine all the time. You've just got the AALL Create there at the top, thank goodness. But yeah, I've got my full set, so please check your baskets out. Right, okay, so that's where we're going. I am going to put some splashes. I'll do that afterwards. I've already cut out my little hen. So my little hen is ready to go on there. So what I'm going to do, let's start building this up. So I've got some more gorgeous paper because I did want to add some more layers on this one as well. So I'm going to put some little tears on that because I think that'll look nice. And because we're going for nice and scraggy kind of looks on this one, that works. Get a bit of brown on that, just going around the edges. First of all, and it's funny, I have brought in some like some stuff for texture to use with these because you kind of want to go through and get loads of gorgeous, like you know, like Hessian and stuff like that, and stamping these on fabric. I have got some that I want to stamp on fabric as well because I do think they'll look amazing on fabric. So my lovely little hen, she's going to go like this. Boom. I'm then going to bring in, so I've already stamped some of the flowers, and the flowers are just fabulous because they do, they're just really handy for creating those gorgeous embellishments. See, so you've got one little flower there, the other little flower is going to come here, and obviously I've got some of my lovely little eggs as well. I mean, straight away, how cool does that look? Let's do a tiny bit of colouring in. I've also got the farmyard, the sign. I love that. Okay, let's do some colouring in. So I'm going to take the eggs again. Now, I know I've gone blue, but I'm being boring. I'm carrying on with the blue because I really like the blue on those eggs. I think it looks really nice. That egg is actually open, though, and it's a little cracked egg. But it was like, it's okay, Leonie. The chick's survived. It's fine. It emerged, so it's okay. Everything's okay. And I don't know what card I used on this one. It wasn't thingy, I can tell you that. It wasn't my pink frog pig. Oh, man, why can I never? Yeah, because I'm working with pink pig books, pink frog cards, so my brain just can't handle it, ever. I mean, I get mixed up literally every time I try and say it. There we go. So just mixing. So I'm picking up some of the ink off the mat. The only reason I'm doing that is because the cardstock I've used isn't letting me blend. But if I add another colour on top of it, it kind of looks blended. So it absolutely works. Oh, we've only got 5 minutes. Okay, so bringing that in like so. I am going to put in the egg, it is going to have a little bit of yolk in there, just because you want to show it's open. So, I've got a bit of yellow in there. I'll try and do a bit of speedy colouring. I mean, have a look at that. That is going to look so cool. And it's so nice to be able to layer all these elements up. Don't they look fabulous? Let's just colour my fabulous chicken in. Right, my chicken is going to have some really cool boots. I think we're going to go for nice red boots because I feel that is... and I tell you what, I think I'm going to get glossy accents on these after. So she's got glossy boots. I think that would look absolutely fabulous. So nice red boots, which looks statement boots. She's proper trendy, she's proper cool. There we go. Our lovely little chicken in her fabulous boots. You could be the Ross. All you need is red boots, and this too could be you. Stomping about. They have to be shiny though. I'm going to make them patent. Okay, so just colouring that in like so. A bit darker red as well, just to get some shadows in there. Now then, I don't think I've got too much time. I'm probably not going to end up finishing this one off. 3.5. Oh, then again. Might do. I don't normally do loads of colouring, but I decided I wanted to do a bit of colouring. There we are. So, that's a little red boots. Aren't they fabulous? And then Let's add a little bit of black. So the sole, it's got really nice stompy sole, like so. There we go. Good stompy sole there for my little hen. Hello, little hen. Beautiful. Little hen. And then a little bit of grey on the side there. I should have tried to colour lovely little hen in, really, shouldn't I? Spending rather a lot of time on the boots. I really like the boots, though. I'm gonna have to give her the laces. What colour shall I do her laces? She's got nice red boots.
See, I'd still go black, actually.
Do you think?
Is that too boring?
Yeah.
What about purple?
Let's do purple laces, because I think she's a wild hen.
Okay.
Isn't she?
Wild hen.
She's a wild hen.
Is she going on a hen do?
Yay! She's going on an hen do. So she's going to live it up. They're off to, where shall they go? They're off to Birmingham. Birmingham on a hen do. I don't know why I chose Birmingham.
That's all right. Can I just say, I that is my neck of the woods. I'm officially allowed.
You are, aren't you? I think, my cousin lives there, but it's not his official neck of the woods, so I'm not allowed.
Oh.
Yeah, no. So I take it all back.
I hope my mum's not watching.
Because
like, when I phone her up, she goes, "All right, Ali."
Oh, does she? How lovely. Oh, she never moved away.
No.
Oh.
I mean, she's not right in Brum, but she's
Yeah.
just outside.
Oh, so she's got proper accent.
Really hope she's not watching, or I'm in serious trouble.
Because we've talked about it loads. Look at the purple.
That's
purple.
so cool.
Purple was such a good choice, Alex.
Thank you. I thank you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm going to give it a... Oh, I've spent so long colouring the boots. I do apologise. Right, I will finish this off, I promise.
Are you going to gloss the accents then?
I'm going to gloss the accents, the boots.
Amazing.
So, look how cool the boots look, though.
Yeah.
So she's got her gorgeous little flowers. She's got all her little eggs there. I will colour in my fantastic little chicken. And then, obviously, I've got my signpost. And I'm going to get some of the washi tape and put the washi tape on there to finish that off.
That looks super funky.
Isn't that fabulous? And that background works so well with the whole collection.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Thank you, Miss Leonie.
Thank you, Alex.
Good stuff. Right, last chance saloon for this hour anyway. To check out your baskets, you've got those stamp sets, you've got the A4, your A5, you've got, and I can't remember the sizes of the other ones, and you have also got your A5 acrylic blocks, the A7 stamps. There you go. Please check out your baskets. It does have that freedom discount. We will see you, Mr. Leonie, in, I think I just called you Mr. Sorry. Sorry, Miss Leonie, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.